Hello, what's up guys? Another video here with another 5 fragrances again, and I'm going to try and run through this video very quickly, so it's not going to be as long as my usual video, just to make editing a little bit easier for myself. And just quickly want to give a shout out to Oz Fragrances who have bought all these samples off, and they did give me a discount code, and I'll put the discount code on screen for you. It's 10% off if you buy from ozfragrances.com for a limited time. The code's going to be active for a few weeks or months. Make sure you buy your fragrances quickly before the code expires, and let's get into the video. First, I'm going to pick 5 fragrances out of this box that I haven't reviewed yet, and I have actually smelt all these. So since I bought these in the last video, I hadn't tried any of them in the last video. Now I've had a chance to smell them all and write down some notes what I think about them. So it's not going to be an entire first impression video, but it is going to be pretty much what I think about these fragrances. Now we'll start off with the first one, which is by Louis Vuitton. It's called Lemon Seat. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's by Louis Vuitton. Lemon Seat. This, I really like this one. I think, let's give it a spray. Yeah, okay, so the opening of this is very citrusy. It's a very masculine ambroxan type of fragrance. So this, I believe, should be up there with all the blue fragrances. You know, your Dior Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel, all those popular ones, YSL Y, Versace Dylan Blue. It doesn't really smell like those, but this is a very, very nice fragrance that I believe should be more popular than it actually is. It should get way more hype. Louis Vuitton, also a really good brand. So if you want that status boost that Jeremy Fragrance always talks about that you get with Chanel, Louis Vuitton is definitely going to give you that high class status kind of feel, because it's Louis Vuitton, which is like a very, very good designer brand. So, oh yeah, I got a haircut today as well. It might be a little bit shorter than the last videos I've filmed. So, I like this because of how masculine and manly it is. I don't think many men could actually pull this off. I don't think I would even be able to pull this off because of how masculine it is. But it is a very, very sexy, fresh scent. Absolutely great performance. This is a beast mode type of fragrance that's going to last on you for a very long time. I would say instead of buying like a Dior Sauvage or a Bleu de Chanel, consider something like this, Lemon Seat by Louis Vuitton. So citrusy, woody, juniper. There's like something green in here. I think it's juniper, cypress, some type of herb, maybe rosemary. Or yeah, it's got that woody, cypressy, green pine like smell to it. I'm not sure what that terpene is in there, but it's very terpenic. Oh, that's another one you could compare it to, like Terre d'Hermes, something like that. It is a little bit in that woody, green, citrusy territory, so I could totally put it in there with those kind of fragrances. Even Acqua di Gio, Profondo, this could be in that same kind of category as that. Citrusy, woody, green. I think there's the same kind of green note in here that you would also get in Acqua di Gio. So rosemary or juniper, one of those. It's very nice. Very nice scent, very classy, office safe, whatever. Very versatile. There is some sweetness in here, so I'm not sure whatever sweetness that is, but I've got some notes written down and I'll check the notes in a minute. I said a little bit metallic, so it's got a metallic smell to it. I think there's lavender in here because it's aromatic. It's giving me that aromatic lavender that I get from a fragrance like Luna Rosa Carbon, for example. You get that metallic smell with that lavender in there. I definitely think it's a little metallic or mineralic. I don't know what the word is. Metallic. There's some ambroxan, some lavender, citrus, wood. I think it's juniper or rosemary. It's mainly what I'm smelling in here. A little bit A little bit musky too. Very, very pleasant scent. Definitely an alpha male fragrance. You got to have a lot of confidence, and you got to be the right type of guy to pull this off. So a very confident masculine man. So with me, I like actually a little bit more feminine fragrances, fruity, softer, more powdery, a little bit soapy, even aquatic. I like those kind of scents for me. Even vanilla, I love a good gourmand. So next is probably one you've never actually heard of. I think it's a newer fragrance house. I don't know how old they are, but all I know is I really like this one, and I've gone through some of their other fragrances just to have a look. I haven't smelt the other ones, but they look really good. Like all the other fragrances from this house look really good. So I'll just quickly say this is called Leisure in Paradise by Simone Andreoli. Leisure in Paradise. But she also makes one called Sunplosion and Vice Bomb. So I'd recommend checking out Sunplosion and Vice Bomb too, because they look really good. This is a wow fragrance for me. Another one. So if you are looking for those wow fragrances, this is definitely one of those as well. This is going to be really popular with women. Like actually not just get women's compliments and attention. I mean, women are actually going to wear this for themselves. So this is one that I see women recommending a lot. And a lot of women actually do like this. They would wear it for themselves. Of course, it is unisex, so anyone can wear it. It's not overly feminine or anything. This is a very nice mango kind of coconutty vanilla type of scent. So mango, coconut, vanilla. That's the main things I smell. But it's really, really nice. This is really nice scent, honestly. So you may have known like the whole citrus vanilla thing. It's done quite a lot. I think people are getting a little bit sick of the citrus vanilla now. But this is a nice little take on that kind of style where they've done mango and coconut instead of citrus and vanilla. So there is vanilla in this. This is more like mango vanilla, mango coconut. I think there may be pineapple in here or guava, something like that in this. It's very tropical. Maybe papaya, actually. This may even be papaya, not even a mango, sorry. I think it may be papaya or something like that. Yeah, I think papaya. But it's really nice, guys. So, I think I said mango. I think it is actually papaya, not mango. But, very nice scent. It does smell like that kind of mango style. It's not a fresh mango though, so this is a sweet fragrance. It's not going to be like God of Fire or Mango Skin or those. This is a little bit more like Xerjoff's Cruz del Sur, where it's more of a lactonic, creamy, milky mango or papaya, whatever fruit they've done in there. So it's a wow. Like honestly, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's a fragrance I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna wear it, and I would enjoy smelling this on pretty much anyone. It is very much. I would consider this a gourmand because it smells edible. I would eat it. But some people would consider it more of a tropical scent. I would still say tropical gourmand. It's a tropical smelling scent. This is definitely going to be something like that. However, the coconut you get is a little bit like alcohol. I would say like a Malibu. If you've ever heard of Malibu alcohol, I think it is a coconut infused rum. So I'm not a big fan of rum generally, but this is a nice like coconut infused rum. I don't know if it's a white rum or whatever rum they've used, but it does smell a little bit like Malibu alcohol with a nice mango to it. Very like a tropical drink or something you would get, or a cocktail, like a tropical cocktail. It's really nice. I can just say my sister really likes this one. My sister loves Leisure in Paradise, and my sister also actually liked the Lemon Seat by Louis Vuitton as well. So she liked both of these. That's a good thing. So it's already got an approval. The rating for Lemon Seat, I'll probably give it an 8.5. It is very nice as well. go next. I'll just look for another fragrance in here. I think I want to review this one next. I do have some things to say about this fragrance. This fragrance is called White Suede. Hang on. White Suede by Tom Ford. As you know, I'm not a fan of Tom Ford fragrances. I've tried quite a few now. I don't think I've found a single Tom Ford that I would really wear or like. Now I have. I actually really like this one. This was actually a free sample. I didn't even order this, actually. This was just given to me, and I gotta say, I'm very impressed with it. I would never have tried this if it wasn't a free sample. I wouldn't really go out my way to try something like this usually, just because the name Suede and everything kind of puts me off, but because I'm not the biggest fan of leather. I do like leather suede, but it's very hard to get leather done right. And I think leather's better off when you mix it with other notes and stuff. So this, on the other hand, very nice fragrance. Put a little spray on the wrist. So I would like to buy a bottle of this because there's a couple of reasons which I'll get into. Powdery, musky, and a little bit animalic. There's a nice suede in here. The suede in here is so good. It's a very natural, very nice smelling suede. Tom Ford have always had very bad quality fragrances. I think everything by Tom Ford has pretty much smelled cheap or just not balanced right. The balance is not there. I think Tom Ford generally, they make a lot of older smelling fragrances that smell like they're for old people. This is still one of those. It does have a very mature smell. The powdery, musky nature of this is very much more mature, but I think this is good enough for me to pull off and wear. And I think I could definitely see a lot of other people wearing this as well. So the suede in here is almost like a new shoes. It's like a white suede, like the name says, white suede. This is obviously not suede. I think this is leather or whatever, but it does smell like a new pair of Nikes or a new pair of shoes or something like that. So the powderiness, I'm not sure where the powdery smell comes from. I think it is just musk, but there are some florals in here. In the opening, it is a little floral. It's more like a lily of the valley type of floral you get in the opening. But that suede and the lily of the valley are so light, they're just kind of sitting in the back here. The balance of this is perfect. So when I really am someone that values the balance in a fragrance, the performance of this is not going to be beast mode. It's actually more on the weaker side in terms of performance, but the actual balance and smell of everything is perfect. I probably wouldn't change a single thing. But I would add some extra stuff in here. You could try add something smoky in here to make it different. You could add a vanilla in here. You could add iris. They would work really well with something like this white suede. So, obviously, musk, lily of the valley, suede are the main notes. Yeah, musk, lily of the valley, suede. I think there's rose in here, but the rose is not really the main star. Actually, I can't even really smell that much rose. I mainly smell lily of the valley. And I've got some notes I've written down. High quality, well balanced. It leans a little feminine, but it's completely unisex. In the dry down, that floral goes away and it becomes more unisex. So the suede in here makes it good for guys. The florals make it good for girls. This is just like anyone could wear this, but it probably suit mature people more. And yeah, it's a really nice scent, guys. So I like this. Probably the first Tom Ford I've ever smelled that was actually good, that I actually would wear. So I don't know why no one talks about this, because this, I think, is probably the best Tom Ford so far. White suede. I would recommend definitely everyone check this out if you haven't checked it out. It's not going to be love at first sniff, so it took me a while till I got to the dry down and everything to really appreciate this the most, because it is a fragrance you have to give a little bit of time to kind of just keep smelling it and just enjoy it more. But it is a very pleasant scent, very comfortable. there is a sweetness to it. It's like, it's not a fresh scent, but it's a nice sweet scent that's not cloying or anything like that. It's so good. So this, I'm not going to give this a 10 out of 10, but I will say this is definitely an 8 or a 9. It's definitely very good. So I will post the notes on screen. There's a bit of a baby powder smell, obviously. I think it does smell more mature, more like a little bit like old ladies. I think, that's another thing they could have added to it. They could have added like lavender or even violet. I think lavender and violet would go very well in here too. So not just iris, but lavender or violet could have been very nice with a fragrance like this, in my opinion. So we'll move on to another fragrance. I'm going to find 2 more to review. Okay, we'll go Oolong Cha. Okay, so Oolong Cha by Nishane. Oolong Cha Nishane. This one, I actually don't like this. I don't even really want to spray it on the skin, to be honest. You know what, I'm not going to spray this on the skin because I don't like it, and I'm just going to scrub it off anyway. It would just be a complete waste to spray this in a moment. But obviously the smell is very strong. It's a very strong smelling fragrance. What I'm getting is very green and very toilet spray smelling. So fig, petitgrain, it's just, gross. So fig, petitgrain, and maybe even some florals, they all interact so badly in here. So I'm like, what gives a fragrance that toilet spray smell? Generally, petitgrain makes it smell disgusting, like toilet spray and cheap. Fig always smells like toilet spray. I don't think I've ever smelled a good fig fragrance that didn't smell like toilet spray. And some strong florals, and I think this has all 3 of those things. So this is the ultimate toilet spray fragrance. It literally smells, I don't think I've ever smelled anything that smells more like toilet spray than this. This is just like everything gone wrong. With that said, I mean, that's mainly a quality issue, I think. I'm sure there's going to be people that do like this because it is fresh, a little fruity from the fig. I don't like fig. This does smell like Acqua di Parma Fico di Amalfi. So this is, I would say, a clone of Fico di Amalfi. What are these birds chirping at? So the birds are going crazy outside. But this smells like Fico di Amalfi by Acqua di Parma. Very, very similar. So it is that Italian style fragrance. I think I just don't like fig, but I'm sure if you're Italian, this would probably be made for someone like you, like get an Italian person that really likes that style fig fragrance. Let's just go through my notes. Okay. Yeah, poor quality. This is very poor quality. It doesn't smell like anything in here. It is good quality. Very strong, very green. Cheap citrus. Okay, that's another thing I forgot. When I was talking about what smells like toilet spray, cheap citrus also smells a lot like toilet spray. This, I think that's what it is. Cheap citrus, fig, petitgrain, or florals or something in here that's really like, ugh. It's not my style. I mean, obviously I've smelled way worse. I just cannot see myself getting into a fragrance like this. And I know Nishane was very hit or miss for me at the start. I liked Annie. I liked Hachivat. Then I tried, which other ones did I try? I tried 100 Silent Ways. Didn't like that. I tried Vain and Naive. Didn't like that. I swear there was another one I tried. Oolong Cha. I didn't like that. Got other videos that will come out sometime in the future, and you'll see my opinions for some of these more Nishane fragrances, because I have actually already reviewed them. They're just not edited and uploaded, but the videos will come out eventually, and you'll get to see my opinion on some Nishane fragrances as well. This, not my style. I'll give that a 4 out of 10. I could kind of tolerate an average fragrance. I would think it's boring, but I would still wear it. This is worse than average. This is it's actually bad. So 5 out of 10 is like that boring, basic, generic fragrance. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just so boring. This a 4 out of 10. I'll give it. I don't like it. Okay, so one more fragrance. Let's just pick something. Actually, we'll do this one then. May as well. Dolce's Infundo by Parfumum Roma. Dolce Infundo Parfumum Roma. I don't know if you've heard of this house or you haven't heard of it. They're not like a new house or anything, but they are... I think they're popular. I think it's popular in the fragrance community. It's a little bit more underground compared to like your Parfums de Marly's and your Creeds and your Nishanes and your Manceras and Montales and stuff like that. This is a little bit more underground, so not as many people do know about this. Parfumum Roma. They make some good fragrances. So I liked Aqua Viva, a very high quality, natural smelling citrus, beast mode citrus fragrance. Aqua Viva, very nice. I think Cerezo, they also have Batito di something. I can't remember all the names. I don't know what language this is, but they are, I think they may be French names or something like that. Actually, let's give this a spray. Let's give this a spray then. I like this, but my sister does not like this. Okay, so another thing, my sister loves White Suede by Tom Ford. She sprayed it on her wrist and she loved the Tom Ford White Suede as well. I forgot to mention that, but my sister doesn't like Dolce's Infundo. I liked it. I really liked this. I thought she would like it more, but she didn't like it. So I was like, what? I was like, how do you not like this? This stuff's great. I don't understand why she didn't like this. But I think this is like a lemon sherbet smell. It's got this sherbety lemon, a little bit fizzy. And then it starts to turn a little bit more medicinal. So it's got a little bit of medicinal dry down with a nice fizzy, vibrant, tangy citrus. A very interesting citrus. I think it's a very interesting citrus, but it's definitely not natural. It's not a realistic natural citrus. But it's more like candy, like a lemon sherbet or something like that. A lemon sherbet lolly, like a sherbet, some kind of fizzy sherbet lolly. Vanilla. So this is in the style of citrus and vanilla. I think if I looked at Fragrantica, that would be the only two notes, actually citrus and vanilla. But I think it is a little bit more complicated than that. I think that fizzy smell, generally, it might be cardamom or might be musk, something like that. There may be a marshmallow note in here. I don't know if it's marshmallow. But it smells like one of those marshmallow type of fragrances that you normally get. A lot of people say lemon pie, lemon meringue. It's not that lemon meringue style at all. I would actually say it's just more like lemon sherbet with some vanilla in there. So a sweeter lemon sherbet. More like a marshmallow. It's weird. Like, it is gourmand style. This is like, obviously gourmand style, but it's not as gourmand as I was expecting. It's not as edible smelling as you would think. When I thought of this, I thought Navitas Siesta Drive was going to be the main thing I smell. I thought maybe a Xerxoff Lyra, I thought it was going to smell like this, but this is a little bit different than both of those. But it's not bad at all. I don't think it's bad. My sister obviously didn't like it, so difference of opinion there. I got some notes I wrote down, so let's just check my notes quickly. Yeah, I was expecting lemon meringue pie, cheesecake, something like that. It's not. The vanilla in here is actually more lactonic. So it's not even like a natural vanilla either. This is more like a lactonic milky smell. So yeah, it's more of a lactonic milk with a sherbet fizzy lemon. Very interesting smell. Like you gotta smell this. I think definitely worth trying this. I don't hate it at all. I don't think I would recommend it for someone though. I don't think I'd be like, oh, you want this really good, high quality, mass appealing fragrance that everyone's gonna wear. It wouldn't be this, but I'm not gonna say this isn't really that either. I would say this has the right idea to be mass appealing. Citrus and vanilla, you can't really go wrong most of the time, unless there's a quality issue with the citrus or vanilla, which this has. This just has that quality issue of the citrus and vanilla not being up to the standards with all the other fragrances out. You got Allure Homme Sport, very high quality vanilla and citrus. You've got Navitas Siesta Drive, very high quality citrus, vanilla. Same with Zerjoff Lyra. Same with, is there any others I'm missing? I'm sure I'm missing a few others there, but there's the main ones that come to mind first when I think of that. Okay, that's one fragrance this does smell like, is actually Montal Sweet Vanilla. Montal Sweet Vanilla, it's a very artificial vanilla with some apricot in there. And I actually think this smells a lot like Montal's Sweet Vanilla. So if you haven't tried Sweet Vanilla, this smells a lot like it. But obviously, when I tried Sweet Vanilla, I fell in love. I absolutely love Sweet Vanilla. I don't care how fake it smells. I just really like Sweet Vanilla by Montal. I like the apricot in there. I like the vanilla they use. It's just something about it's very addictive for me. This is very, very close to Sweet Vanilla, so that's probably why I like it. But this has that fizzy, sherbety smell, which I'm not too keen on, and that's the only real difference here. It doesn't have that apricot smell, which I really get in Sweet Vanilla. So anyway, I'm going to end the video here anyway. I think someone just got home. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Have a good day.